I'm Jamie McDonald. Join me as we celebrate small businesses that make New York so unique. These New York Originals. You know, there was a time when Soho was actually an industrial area, devoid of any art galleries or fashion models. A place where craftsmen plied their trade, making goods that sold around the world. That era may be gone now, but if you look closely, you still see remnants of it. Like this place, the Putnam Rolling Ladder Company.
It is living proof that Manhattan was once the manufacturing center of the world, a symbol of simpler times that works surprisingly well in this modern world. But it is also a testament to doing what you enjoy, no matter what the age.
We are confident in our products. We're one of the few people that do make them, and we feel we make the best in the country.
The Putnam Rolling Ladder Company, as you've probably guessed, makes ladders. Extension ladders, step stools, all kinds. But their bread and butter is their classic rolling ladder #1. A design that hasn't changed since 1905.
Putnam Rolling Ladder is a custom-made ladder, one at a time, for usually a customer's home, library, or their wine cellar, or a loft. And it will last longer than the house. It will last longer than your life. We sell them to stores in New York, and then we buy them back when the stores go out of business.
Their customers run the gamut, from Yoko Ono to the Foot Locker. In Alaska, fishermen even offered to barter a ladder for freshly caught salmon. Visiting the company's office is a treat in itself, for the place is literally a time capsule. An old cast iron building dating back to 1886, the exterior is a designated landmark. Inside, tools and machinery that look like they belong in an antique shop are used daily.
A lot of people mention it, that they really like the space and the wooden floors and the high ceilings. There's tin ceilings, and it's a very old building, and we really haven't done too much to it. The sign out front, it says Putnam and Company, and it was originally on the horse and buggy that carried the ladders, delivered the ladders.
Putnam's history is one of old New York and tradition.
Putnam Ladder's only been owned by two families. Mr. Putnam started it in 1905, and our family, the Monsi's family, bought out Mr. Putnam in 1946. And then my father took over in 1950, and it's 2009, and he's still president. And he's 87. He's been here for over 60 years. He comes in every day. He gets here earlier than me by at least an hour.
Mr. Monsi's is one of the oldest business owners in New York City, and arguably one of the longest working.
I like to be active. I don't want to stay home and read the newspaper.
Mr. Monsi's still supervises the ladder making process in their Soho headquarters and Bushwick, Brooklyn factory. A process that hasn't changed much since the business began.
Nothing is rushed. And the employees have heard me that this is, and I tell customers, I said, this is not the emergency room of a hospital. These are custom-made ladders. They are one at a time. This is the beginning of the process. These are side rails here. And then when we get an order for 8, 9, or 10 feet of the height of the ladder, we would choose the lumber from here. This is a step, and so this is a special machine that drills 2 holes on one side at the same time. This is one of our key employees. We're grooving the side rails for each step, and he's cutting the length of the ladder. And of course, you need 2 side rails exactly the same size. He's sanding. He's smoothing off the steps before they're assembled. The next step here is staining.
The hardware fixtures are then assembled and readied for the ladders.
There's a one-of-a-kind piece of machinery. This curves the track at the corner, 90 degrees or greater. Now we're in a separate building where they assemble the ladders and stools, and the screws are put together and they're assembled.
Then packed and shipped to an eagerly awaiting customer. The Putnam Rolling Ladder Company recently expanded into the real estate rental business, for it is a cold, hard business fact in New York City. To survive for decades, small businesses must really own their buildings.
My father made the decision in the 40s, late 40s, to buy the building, which was actually the best decision the company made forever, because the neighborhood has really changed and we would have been ousted a long time ago. We've rented to Jill Sander next door. They're taking 4 floors and the basement next door. Actually, the buildings are more valuable than the business at this point.
And they've had numerous offers to sell, but can't, for the desire to preserve this company is stronger.
And we're an institution in the United States and in New York, and we're not leaving. We own the building, and we're secure in that.
Now, if you'd like your own genuine Putnam ladder, prices start at about $1,000. Be fair warned, delivery can take upwards of 2 months. Because as Greg says, there's nothing urgent about a finely made custom ladder.